Hello collective, how are you guys doing? Thank you so much for clicking on this video and joining me here, okay? So you can be any zodiac sign and this reading is timeless, so whenever it finds you, it's meant for you, okay? Okay, so I'm so excited. I'm going to clear the energy really quick, okay? Okay, so I have your coffee cup right here, and I'm gonna pull tarot and oracle, of course. Also, I have the messages that I saw in your coffee beforehand, and let me tell you, it's something. This is something. Whoever you are, you're something quite amazing here. And you know, you can be a man, more masculine energy, but watch coming to this reading. But I feel like this is for feminine energy. And you can be male or female and embody feminine energy. And also, this could be talking about the person that you are attracting into your life if you identify as very masculine and you would want to be attracting a feminine person. Okay, so let me just say that. So I saw a baby that formed into a woman, and this woman became like a goddess, and it had like a deity, like a high priestess, like a glow around her, like she was walking with a robe, and everywhere she went, her presence, you know, it carried a certain energy. So this is your energy. People, you could find that this is increasing, that you have felt this way maybe your whole life, but there's something about recently now where this is changing, and you're really embodying your higher self, the divine. And it's something so amazing here. Throughout history, there has been a lot of women that have done this. There have been men that has done this, but this is specifically like talking about women, and we'll get to the male aspect later. So you could be, you know, naturally drawn to holding space, holding a vibration. And now you feel it. Where you go, the energy of the room shifts, you know, and everyone turns and they're looking at you. And this is everywhere you go, and this has been for quite some time, but now you're able to use this in a way that's very, very powerful. There's like access to more power that you have. So you're going to notice that more and more people are just drawn to you. People are coming out of the woodwork that you haven't seen, spoken to in such a long time because of your energy, okay? People, women, strangers, they turn to you, they seek out your energy, and you are adored and you are envied. And it kind of seems to be one of those two extremes that you get as a result. And it's very much so forcing people to raise their vibration. And if they refuse, they are pulled out of your energy. But when they're pulled out, it's like they throw a tantrum as they are being pulled out of your energy, because they're trying to get you to lower their vibration. They want to be around you. And there's envious people watching you and watching things that you are doing here. But this is about you embodying a really beautiful power here, your own personal power. There could be like a sensitivity that you have always had. And because of that, when you were a very young child, you could have been attacked. You could have been spiritually attacked. You could have been psychically attacked. There was a lot of different eyes on you from very young, and a lot of, you know, your sensitivity being not respected in any way. Yeah. You could be very much so connected to a specific part of nature. There's a certain part of nature that could call to you. There could be a certain like ancient ways that call to you. There could be certain, you know, specific people that have lived before that are the embody of this high priestess energy, a certain region of the planet, a certain animal, you know, and you'll find these connections to some kind of ancient lineage that you have. So this is very interesting now, because I saw a male silverback gorilla, and this is the male aspect. There's somebody coming in here, and this was so clear. I hope it's still in your cup, They're very much so strong, standing so strong, like there's somebody coming in that is protecting you, but you have very powerful energy and you are protected. But if somebody here is genuine and is protecting you in physical form, for you to go to this next level, so for you can just focus on your devotion, for you can just focus on being this light and embodying this divine feminine and unconditional love, so you can, work on that, and you don't have to work on securing. Not that you still don't have to set up your own boundaries, right? And not 100% relying on that person. It's a very, healthy relationship that is coming in, but it's kind of this kind of energy. And this is very reminiscent of and it can be a person that you're actually are in love with, or this can be an outside person that they're kind of helping you for this next stage. Kind of like Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman, when the guy that works at the hotel, right? And Vic, I think is his name isn't Vic. I don't know what his name is. Vincenzo, maybe? We don't know his name. Somebody out there knows his name. I don't know his name. But in Pretty Woman, there's the concierge guy, and he helps her. He makes the phone calls because nobody, wants to help her. So she gets to go have her Pretty Woman moment and be like, you wouldn't wait on me. Big mistake. Huge, So there is a person like that coming in that could be helping you with things. And this can just be a person that listens to you, that validates you, because it's a person that sees the magic of your nature and isn't envious of it and doesn't need anything from it. They're wise, they're mature, they just see and they just want to offer something to help because it's just their genuine nature. You know what I'm saying? And this could be an older person, doesn't have to be. And for a lot of you, could be combined with this silverback gorilla, this person that is defending you and your security, but at the same time honors you. So this is kind of giving me The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston, Kevin Costner, if they ended up together in the end, which they didn't actually say they didn't end up together, and so I'm going to take that as they ended up together because I can't. So, yeah. So, yeah. Cherish, protect, foster a sense of belonging, support. It also reminds me of, the is that Godzilla? Godzilla's a dinosaur. King Kong, and isn't it played by Charlize Theron or a different actress, and she's just this, beauty, and then you have this beast, but I think, okay, this is how I'm remembering it, so if this is not the way the movie goes, then this is not the message. What I'm saying is it means this the King Kong defends her and protects her and honors her and cherishes her, and everybody's drawn to her energy. But in that, they're all kind of drawn to King Kong. So that might not be... Pretty Woman, I think, is a better example. Okay, if you would kind of morph together her... Okay, the gorilla is still here. So let me just show you, because this is the clearest thing I've ever seen in my life. How is that not a gorilla? That's his head, and that's his arms, and then here's his little butt, and there is his feet. Wow. And there's kind of all of this energy around of all of these people watching, everybody watching. And, this is him defending you. There is an energy here of someone coming here to defend you, be there for you. You can do it on your own, but wouldn't it be nice if you had, somebody genuine that you could share this all with, And that's kind of what this energy is really talking about. And it's kind of talking about raising this to the next level of women can have it all, you know, and they can have a beautiful love as well. So this is very interesting now because you have the snail here. And the snail is on the 9 of Pentacles card, and that signifies, you know, the snail has a home on their back. So this signifies your resilience and your self-sufficiency and your ability to travel and to have a home, you know, wherever you are, and to be able to navigate this life here. But you're not always going to have to do that. Wouldn't it be nice if you had somebody by your side, you know, to share it all with? And that's what this energy is really talking about, because you have very, very powerful energy. So it really needs to be, your energy being protected is a full-time job, you know, in and of itself, for you to get to actually do things, for you get to actually embody this unconditional love. And it's like wherever you go, it doesn't matter what you do for a living. You can pick any creative endeavor that you choose to be inspired by, to do, and people will come to you that need you actually for this exposure to your energy, for this unconditional love, for them to see how they need to heal themselves. And you don't even have to have a conversation about that at all. Them just being in the presence of your energy is doing this. Although I think most of you will have a conversation about it, and you will actually do some sort of humanitarian work, and it involves a certain level of spiritualness, and that's going to be different for everybody, which is really freaking beautiful. Okay, you have astral body here, so you could be very much so, there's some kind of changes that are happening for you where you're able to connect to the astral realm, you're able to connect to other lives, and you're able to activate within you this kind of healing. And when this is happening right before all of these kind of changes, you're kind of coming out of a period of being exhausted, of your body aching. You're coming out of this period of just having completely no energy and being absolutely depleted, and it being completely evident to you, people in your life that are wasting your energy. You could find it very difficult to sleep, and you could feel like your dreams are kind of being, you know, maybe you're being attacked in your dreams or something here. That it's like, you know, you're so powerful that it's like from the time you were born, it's like everything was trying to attack you to stop you from doing what it is that you're doing. And now that you're getting so very close here, the same thing is happening here. The same thing is happening, which is very, you know, of course, again, wow. Again. We have I just pulled this yesterday, the Selkie, the Siren, and the Mermaid. Wow. So this is really about you embodying your magical power, and you can choose to use it in any way. You know, you can be magical and not protect it. That's the Selkie, and she gets taken advantage of by humans, okay? And you can choose to use your power for revenge. That's the Siren. She sings this magical song and lures sailors to their death, you know, because she's a woman that has experienced these kinds of things, and also a magical being. Or you can be like this mermaid, and you can have this magical energy about you that you choose to use for good, and that you're able to transmute any negativity to the point where these lower vibrational energies, they can't even get to you anymore. You have spy here. So there's people that are watching you. This is what I'm telling you. And they've been watching you for such a long time because of your high vibrational energy. And you could be unaware of this. And, you know, that's fine. Wow. Wow. So that's the thing, is it's kind of like this Harry Potter thing, is if it's not really about what your power is, it's about how you choose to use it. And you're choosing to use it in this high vibrational way. So there can be a lot of things that are coming in that are trying to tempt you to lower your standards, to take an offer that is not valuing you or offering you anything, any kind of stability, anything that you want. is on the other person's terms only. There could be a lot of temptations to give up on embodying this all the way, but you know, I don't feel like you're stopping. So let's see a little bit more about this. Okay, this is very interesting. Yeah, and this is something where it's not always going to be this difficult. It's not always going to be this hard. It's going to get easier and easier for you to be at this higher vibrational level and to go out into the world. Because some of you, it's like being so sensitive that it can be difficult going out into the world. So you had to take some kind of a break. And if you're in that energy now, it's not going to stay that way. And I just noticed there's a lot of angels in your cup here. There's rows and rows of angels. There's rows of winged angels here in your cup. So this is something very magical now. Look at you have the heart. Yeah. Wow. Wow. There's something here about it's very, very important that you have somebody that loves and honors and cherishes you and is defending you here. Look, you have threshold. So you're very close to breaking through this. I'm telling you, very, very close. So this is kind of like saying, don't give in to offers with the Selkie that are not really valuing you, and that people that don't really see your light, they want to take it for themselves. Don't let them do that. The Siren, don't seek out revenge and habits or seductive things that get immediate gratification and not more. You know, you're about to break through something. And so this is when these kind of attacks, this lower vibrational energy around you is gonna try as hard as it can, right? But you're gonna break free. You're gonna break through from this. And you deserve this. So yeah, look, you have the Starborn here. And some of you, this is kind of like the ways could be through your heart is the ways that people are trying to attack you here. So new situations in love that possibly come up, ground yourself and assess. Is this person really offering me something? Is everything on their terms? Are they just trying to manipulate my energy for them? Are they just looking for sex? You know, that kind of stuff. Are they trying to make me feel bad about things? You know, there's a lot of little tricks, and this could be a pattern in your life that you've become aware of, and it's going to get a little bit better, you know, to try to trick you right before, you know. But I feel like you're not falling for that. Look, you have the Mask. So you can see this for what it is. Yeah, you have the Village. You see how everybody, it's like a lot of people, everybody has been wearing this mask, you know, and you're this vessel, and they're wanting to kind of use you for what they can use you for. You know, and the Forest is here, which the Forest is very much so like luring energy, luring you like a deer out into the forest, you know? No, we're not doing that, okay? And there's a lot of people that want you to make a sacrifice, is what I'm hearing, for their well-being. Well, and it's very tricky because you're here with this high vibrational energy to be unconditional love and give unconditional love to others and help them heal, but at the same time, not to your detriment. And there are people that are trying to get you to do that to your detriment, and these are the people that have been closest to you in the past, are the closest to you right now, trying to get very close to you, trying to get in your bed. You know, that's the kind of energy that this is kind of really coming from here, because they're trying to use the vessel that is you for their needs. And you know, you are actually a vessel for, you know, yourself, for your higher self, for God, you know, not for other people, right? So there is a lot of healing that has taken place. Okay. Which deck do I want to use? I'll use this guy. I'll probably is this guy. Okay, let's see about this. Okay, you have the mouse. Mouses hide things from, they hold on to things, right? They hoard things and they hide things in the wall of their house. So this is something that they're really all about, but they won't tell you, and they're hiding things here. So it's this kind of like saying, being careful of anything that you're kind of holding on to that is no longer represents something that's no longer active in your life, or that never really cared about you here. There could be something here about protecting yourself here. The mouse can be afraid, and the mouse can also represent this companion here that is coming to help you, because there is the mice show. They're showing me the mice show. What is this? This is the rangers. This is the little mice rangers. This is the there's like mice, and one's named Bernard. The outback. There's an eagle. Rescue Rangers. I don't know. But basically, they go to save a little boy who's been kidnapped. And they're mice. And they are, you know, they go around, they travel the world, and they're from different places in the world, and they save children here. So that could be something that, you know, you end up doing. You can end up meeting a person, and there is something here about your energy protecting women, protecting children, and a person that is going to come along with you, be at your side and help you do this. You could have needed some sort of help as a child, and you did not receive that. And now you healed yourself from that. You were that help that you needed. And now you're going to be that for somebody else. But as it is happening, there could be like a person that wants to come in and help you with this. And this is kind of saying like, allow that to happen. This is the Julia Roberts and the concierge guy helping her, you know? So, and he, isn't it the same guy that's in Princess Diaries, and he drives the limo, and he kind of like gives her little advice here and there. That it's like, you know, he just comes in at the right time, says the right thing, knows what to say. And it's just like a genuine person, right? So I feel like your story is going to have that person, and allowing that help is very important to receiving. And this is the thing about feminine energy, is that we have a lot in this world about masculine energy, and how that can be successful and can be powerful. But you are a representation of feminine energy and how that can be powerful. And that means allowing help. In Cinderella, the mice help her. And then she gets to go to the freaking ball with the prince and the whole thing because of the mice. Sort of. You know, they're a part of it. And the fairy godmother. But you know what I'm saying. So, okay. There's some kind of help coming. So, this is amazing. Now you have oyster. Wow. So, you know, oyster with mermaid, siren, and selkie is very interesting and cool, especially with this threshold here. And I'm going to tell you why. Wow. So the oyster, everybody, you know, I've heard this saying where it's like sand gets in the oyster and it makes a pearl. No, that's wrong. It's actually a parasite. A parasite gets into the oyster shell. So this parasite invades the oyster shell. Something has been invading, taking your energy. Like you are a vessel for them, using you. This can be in a lot of different ways. That's very unhealthy, okay? From the time you're a little child, right? And it takes this oyster, cannot remove the parasite, right? It has to live with this parasite in there, but for 20 to 30 years, and then it makes it into a pearl. So this represents not just, you know, surviving what has happened to you. This is about taking this energy and channeling it and transmuting it into something beautiful in your life for you. That, you know, so this is what you're on this threshold of doing here. And that's what this oyster is representing, and making that choice, you know. Freaking wow. So there could be people that help you with love, with a love offer coming in. And when someone is giving you an offer that is not really valuing yourself, and it's been so long, you know, this is to say to not give in, but instead to do something to better yourself, and lean on people that there will be people that are going to show up that they want to see you win. They want to celebrate your wins. And, you know, they see the value in you, just like those little mice in Cinderella, right? So that's what this is about here. This is about honoring your body and honoring your energy, being honored, and only allowing a person to move forward if they are showing you evidence of that at a pace that you are comfortable with, and continuing to check in and make sure that that's what's happening here. Because it's like you have very, very powerful energy and so much to give, but you're going to receive so much as well. That's kind of like what this is saying, which is so magical. Okay, you have the tarantula, which is very interesting. Very interesting. Because the tarantula is a very misunderstood creature. They're actually very, very friendly and cute. Well, I think they're cute, but they're very, maybe not everybody. But the tarantula is like a masculine, but spiders represent feminine energy, you know? And so the spider represents divine feminine energy being celebrated, and the tarantula is kind of like this big spider that honors feminine energy, and it's a masculine energy, you know, kind of giving me the vibe of like Harry Connick Jr., you know. He like has a wife and he has 3 girls, and he's like, yeah, you know, I wouldn't even know what to do with boys. I love having 3 daughters, you know. I go with them and, you know, we get our pedicure, you know, like, so very masculine energy, but one that honors feminine energy and respects women in a beautiful way. So that's kind of what this gorilla represents. So that's what this person is. And this person could already know you and want to get more information about you. And you could not know this here about this person. This person could be recently awakening, because we have the eggshell cracking here. So, you know, that could be a thing here. It's just like just starting to crack here. So I wouldn't think that it would be long before you would meet this person, before they would kind of like move forward here, but we will see. We'll see about this. Okay, we got the frog. Wow. Okay. So the frog, you know, in a lot of fairy tales, the frog, you kiss a frog and it becomes a prince, right? So this is kind of like taking something as not 100% right away. It's going to show you in time, you know, what it is. And the frog can really talk about true love, but also this is something that you see in time, and respecting yourself and seeing that in time. Because the frog is very grounded energy, but it also represents these fairy tales, the imagination. But you have to come back to reality and make sure and check in that this is checking out, you know. The frog also absorbs whatever energy that they are in. So it's like you're very, very, very much so sensitive. And this could be awakening. You meeting this person could be awakening them to their own sensitive nature, and, you know, vice versa. They're awakening things for you as well. So, wow, this is so powerful. This is like such a powerful reading. Wow. High vibrational, wow. And the frog can kind of represent somebody not telling you. And then there is this confession, you know, because it's like when someone is a frog and you're telling them things and you're being yourself and you don't know. And then they kind of come forward and they're this prince. And then it's like all of a sudden it's like, remember when you said this, remember, and you're like, oh my gosh, you were listening to this, you were listening to this. So there could be a person that kind of feels like they're right under your nose. We'll see. You have the King of Wands. So there is a boldness here. And that's the thing, is Cinderella has a boldness to her, right? That they say she can't go to the ball. They destroy her dress. Okay. But she's like, oh, I'm going, you know. The fairy godmother could make her a dress and she could not go, you know. But she doesn't. She goes. So there is a certain amount of boldness here for you protecting your truth, for you protecting your rights and going forth with what you believe is right, not letting somebody else tell you what you can and cannot do, right? Is that kind of energy. Okay, yeah, you have the Three of Swords here. So there's something here about the thresholds and the oyster here, about right before you're about to break free, right before this is about to be a pearl, and you know that you don't want to kind of settle your mind to it's not gonna happen. It's so close to happening, so very close to happening. And Cinderella kind of goes through that as well, because it's kind of like, you know, it doesn't work out. She leaves the castle, that strikes midnight, and she thinks, oh no, I'm never going to be able to find him. Well, actually, that's not true. So there's something here about it gets darkest before the dawn. So you could feel yourself being overwhelmed. And this is just about relaxing, calming your energy, and knowing that this will pass, and you can ground yourself, you can heal yourself, and you are a very powerful manifester. You're attracting something very powerful, very beautiful into your life. Yeah. It's about knowing your worth and holding on, because you know that there is nothing that you cannot overcome. And there is no pain that you cannot use to turn into beauty in your life. And you're doing that. You are doing that. You know, you have the Hangman here. So this is a difference in perspective. Yeah, there could be somebody, this is like this person here that is kind of waiting for some kind of, you know, clarity before they're moving forward here. Which there's nothing wrong with that. That can be very healthy. And look at that. You have the Page of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and then the Two of Cups here. So you focusing on yourself and on things that are for you, your own self-care, your own mission that you are devoted to. It's kind of like this energy is just as you're emerging as this powerhouse, this high priestess, this high vibrational energy here. There is kind of like a situation that makes you feel like rejected by love, unless you were to settle for something that's immediate gratification, something that doesn't actually value you, something that it's you're giving and you're receiving, you know, not really what is healthy, right? But this is you saying, no, you know what, no, I'm gonna pull my energy away from that, and I'm going to put my energy towards, you know, your creative endeavors, towards friends that actually give back to you, towards fun things that you want to do, towards self-care, towards building and growing. And this is a lot of success that you're about to see because of this high vibration being channeled towards yourself, especially right after something that could have hooked you and sunk you. You know, and you're not taking the bait. So there is a huge reward, immense stability. And the Nine of Pentacles is what we saw with the snail. you're going to not be only just be self-sufficient, but you're going to be thriving here. This is a period that is coming in very quickly for you. Very quickly, you're making changes to have this thriving success here that you've been searching for so long. And with that comes communication of a partnership, comes communication of love, something more, building. With the Page of Wands and with the Two of Cups. So there is some kind of passion that turns into this healthy bond here and a friendship and beginning romance. This is very beautiful energy here. Yeah, you have Temperance here. So creating some sort of a change here and moving forward. Yeah, and the universe is going to give you signs and synchronicities that you're making the right decision. A lot of clarity is coming in for you here. A lot of clarity. And this is kind of like, oh, can we offer you this? Can we offer you this? Can we offer you this? No, you know your value. You know your high vibrational value, and you're only going to accept high vibrational person into your life, you know, that respects your values, your morals, that honors you, and that is also at this frequency. And you can tell because the way they come in is different. Everything is different. The conversation just flows. This is a very beautiful energy of you thriving, but having it all. You know, not being this successful business woman that is cold and that everyone hates. This is about, you know, doing this in a feminine way and having someone approach you that respects that you're taking the lead, honors you, and still embodies this masculine energy. And it's like a team thing, which is so beautiful. This is something that it's destined to happen. So even if you stumble across the way, it may take a little bit longer, but it will happen. And I don't see that happening, honestly. I really don't. This is something that is happening. This is supposed to happen. Wow. So this is an amazing connection that it's like there's not a lot of examples of this on this planet, you know, people that reach this kind of success in their life where they're kind of living their dream here. And then they also have a relationship that, you know, is blossoming, that is living this dream here at this higher level, at this higher frequency that you're doing this at. You have never seen somebody do this, you know. You haven't been exposed to this kind of energy. You've only been exposed to low that was stealing your energy. So this is very powerful now. Wow. Okay. This is what I have for you. Okay. I love you so much. I hope this resonated. If it did, please like and subscribe. Okay. And also, I have a book. Called One White Rose, and it's really all about this. It's fiction. It's about 4 different girls, women that live in different places in the world, in the universe, and each one of them tapping into this divine feminine energy to heal themselves from past trauma, to reach for a better life in this world. And some of them make it, some of them don't, and it's just like, you know, all the women that have come before, all the people that have come before that didn't make it out, you know, that tried, you know, their energy, their souls, they stand with you. They love you and they are guiding you, and you're never alone. And there is no amount of pain that you cannot channel into a beautiful life for yourself that you are worthy of. So thank you so much.